Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a very important and often misunderstood topic in Vedic astrology, Balarishta. This Sanskrit term translates to childhood afflictions, but it's crucial to understand that it doesn't always mean death in infancy. More often it points to severe illness, frequent health challenges, or dangers during the early years of life, typically up to the age of 12. Think of it as a period of heightened vulnerability for a child. So, what planetary combinations create this Balarishta? Let's explore some key indicators. One of the most significant factors is the moon, which represents the mother, childhood, and our emotional well being. A weak or afflicted moon is a primary cause. For example, if the moon is placed in one of the challenging houses, the third, sixth, eighth, or 12th, and is simultaneously aspected by malefic planets like Saturn, Mars, Rahu, or Ketu, it can trigger Balarishta. This combination drains the moon's vitality, making the child susceptible to health issues. Another powerful combination is when the moon and multiple malefic planets are all positioned in the Kendra houses, the first, fourth, seventh, and 10th. These are pillar houses, and when they are occupied by conflicting energies, it creates a lot of tension in the foundational areas of life. The more malefics that are involved, the stronger the affliction. Similarly, if the moon is in the first house, the Lagna, which represents the physical body, and there's a malefic planet in the seventh house directly opposite, it creates a powerful affliction. Both the body, represented by the Lagna, and the mind, represented by the moon, are under stress. The position of the moon within the nakshatras, or lunar mansions, is also critical. If the moon is in a Gandanta nakshatra, the transitional spiritually sensitive points between water and fire signs, and is also aspected or joined by malefics, it indicates a very precarious start to life. Another classic combination is Papkartari Yoga, where the moon is hemmed between two malefic planets with no supportive aspect from a benefic like Jupiter or Venus. It's like being caught between a rock and a hard place, leaving the child's health vulnerable. Now let's talk about benefics. You might think they always help, but not necessarily. If benefic planets like Jupiter, Venus, or Mercury are retrograde and placed in difficult houses like the 6th, 8th, or 12th, and are also aspected by malefics, they can lose their protective power. A retrograde benefic can sometimes act unpredictably. The time of birth also matters. A birth occurring right at sunrise or sunset during the moon's hora, combined with the moon being in a Roshi Gandanta, which is the final degree of a water sign, can also be an indicator of Balarishta. There are also specific yogas to look out for. One is Vera Mushti Yoga. This forms when the ascendant is either Cancer or Scorpio. All malefic planets are in the upper half of the chart, from the 10th to the 4th house, and all benefic planets are in the lower half. This creates a severe imbalance of energies. Birth during an eclipse is another major red flag, especially if Mars and Saturn are also aspecting the ascendant. A solar eclipse involves the Sun, Moon, and Rahu or Ketu, while a lunar eclipse involves the Sun and Moon in opposition with the nodal axis. Even if a child born under these conditions survives infancy, they may face significant health challenges later in life, particularly during the planetary periods or dashes of the Sun or Moon. Finally, a classic combination for severe Balarishta is a weak moon in the 12th house, malefic planets in both the Lagna and the 8th house, and no benefic planets in any of the Kendra houses to offer support. This leaves the chart without a strong protective anchor. It's important to remember that these are just indicators, and a full chart analysis is always needed. The presence of strong benefic aspects, especially from Jupiter, can often mitigate or even cancel these afflictions. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insights into Vedic astrology. See you next time.